Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. So today I'm going to be showing you this look right here, and this is actually using only drugstore products. I haven't done a drugstore look in quite some time, and I definitely want to do more drugstore content just because it's affordable and I enjoy it. And I feel like the drugstore products are definitely been stepping up their game, and I have been super impressed with what they've been coming out with, and I love to test them out and try them out with you guys and find some hidden gems. So if you want to see how I got this look, then please keep watching. Don't forget to subscribe, tap the notification bell so you guys don't miss out on future videos, and let's get on into everything I use to get the glam little spring look. Okay guys, so I am going to start with eyes, and if my face looks super shiny right now, it is because I just did an Instagram video with a face mask and it was very juicy. Like there was so much essence in there, so just a little warning of that. And I want to do my eyes first is just in case anything falls down, I can wipe it away before we put our foundation on. Do you guys do your eyes first or your face first? I just have been doing my eyes first. I used to do my face first, but then I was like, you know what, I was making such a mess with fallout and it was ruining my foundation, so I was like, it's not worth it to do my foundation first. So the palette that we're going to be using is from Profusion. This is Amber Eyes. I have been loving this palette. I did an Instagram tutorial with it, but I wanted to show it on YouTube because I really like it. It's such a nice warm tone palette. It's super affordable. I think it's under $10. You can get it on the Target website. I'm not sure if they have it in store, but Profusion also is at a lot of TJ Maxx stores as well. And this has just been my go-to palette recently for like any neutral look. So I'm going to dip into Ideal. It is a matte, just like cream shade. It's not super bone. It's kind of in between. So just set your primer. I forgot to mention I had already put eyeshadow primer on. So quarantine is just giving me major old school YouTube vibes, and I'm just feeling the tutorials, declutters, like those are all things that I have on my filming radar, and I'm just enjoying, you know, organizing my makeup and just kind of going back to the things that we used to love on YouTube, just going back to basics. You guys know that I can't film TJ Maxx videos right now, which definitely stinks, but I'm just trying not to get too upset by it because I know it definitely is my best performing video and I can't film that right now, which definitely affects my channel. So I'm just trying to think of what else I could fill the void with. I obviously can't go to any stores right now. Yeah, I know that a lot of people watch my channel just for those videos, so I know there's a huge chunk of people who are probably not watching, which I knew was going to happen. So I was kind of preparing for it. But if you guys are still watching these videos in the absence of budget beauty buys, then thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I know that a lot of you guys love those videos, but I'm trying to do the best I can here without filming those. Just try and get a little bit creative with my content in the absence of not being able to go to TJ Maxx and Marshalls. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Outgoing, which is this shade right here. It is that orangey tone color, which is always my kind of crease shade, and I'm just going to go ahead and put that in my crease. I think, what is this brush? It's a Morphe G24. I actually like this one because it's not synthetic, so it's not scratchy. I've talked about this before. I find their synthetic brushes, although I use them often because I have quite a lot of them, they're very scratchy, but the synthetic ones are soft. So let me know what you guys have been doing while you've been in quarantine and isolation. I've been doing a lot of cleaning, and I'm still working my regular work schedule, so it's kind of just normal for me because I always kind of live like this. I work from home, so I am just used to it. So I'm not kind of not knowing what to do during the week, although my job is very different right now. I work in flights. No one is flying right now, so the atmosphere of my job has definitely changed. And if there is anyone who has any sort of prayer request, please leave it in the comments, because I would love to be able to pray for you guys. If you have something that you're going through, if you lost your job, if you have a family member who's sick, just let me know, because I would definitely love to like make a list and then pray for whoever has needs right now, and just, you know, be there for you guys in that way. Although we can't be together physically, there is something that, you know, we can do for one another. And I would love to pray for you guys or pray for your family member. I'm gonna go into Fearless, and it's this shade right here. It's like a brick red, and I'm gonna use that to deepen up my crease with a smaller crease brush. So I will show you guys. So this is a thinner crease brush. It's Bella NG327. I love this brush. So I'm gonna dip into that. I got this at a trade show when I used to work in the beauty industry. So I would always go to these trade shows, and they would have tons and tons of brushes. Like, look how much that deepened up the crease right there. So they would always have different brush brands, and a lot of them I had never even heard of before. So like this brand I feel like no one has heard of, but they're so good. They're very similar to Morphe, but I like their brushes a lot better. It's called the Bella. I will try and find their website. Like, look how lovely these colors are blending. I just really enjoy the quality of this palette. And I love finding palettes that you don't need to spend a lot of money on to get a nice look. Okay, so that just deepened up the crease right. Do the lid first, and then I'm gonna work on the outer corner. Okay, so I'm just gonna take some of my Tarte Shape Tape and this Morphe M432 brush. It's a flat synthetic brush, and I'm gonna use this to kind of just cut the crease. I feel like it makes the look just a lot more precise. I do this literally, I feel like every tutorial I do this. I'm just gonna take the concealer and just carve out a little area right here, so you can really kind of perfect that crease. And it's also going to show us the place where we could put our lid shade, so it just makes everything a lot easier. So if you're a beginner, definitely try this trick. And the thin edge of this brush is so helpful to really carve out. So I just kind of go like that. And it gives a nice sticky base. Now it's a little weird because we had put on powder, but this is just what I do. See how it just made such a nice kind of cut crease on that eye? So today is Sunday, and I just put up a giveaway on my Instagram page. Definitely check that out. It's just kind of something to lift up everyone's spirits. And I thought, oh my gosh, I have so much stuff and I like to give back to you guys. Like, literally I have a closet full of stuff that I hold for giveaways if it's something that I'm not going to use. So I figured, why not? I'm just going to do a giveaway. And I always love doing those. So I will link my Instagram down below. It's just at Kim Nizzolo if you guys want to check it out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this shade, which I really like. It's called Chatty. It's a shimmery champagne kind of color. And I have these brushes from Profusion. These are online only, but I'm going to include them in here anyway because Profusion is a drugstore brand. So they came out with these professional brushes. They're so nice. They have this really nice grip on them, and each brush has the name. So this is small firm eyeshadow. We have a pointed crease eyeshadow, a small pointed eyeshadow, which is nice for like more precise work, shader eyeshadow, and then we have the flat precise eyeshadow, which is like a little smaller guy. So I will show you close up what these look like. They are so nice, super affordable. These are great brushes. See how it just gives you a nice guide where to put your shadow? I love that. So I recently joined TikTok, just doing the same to this eye, and oh my gosh, you guys, it is so addicting. And no one told me that these songs would get stuck in my head all day. So all the time, like every day, there is a different song, one of the like trending songs that gets stuck in my head, and I just sing it all day. And I'm like, oh my gosh, these songs, they get stuck in your head. By the way, my nose is really red right now. I'm sorry. I don't know why it does that, but I'm just gonna say it's like rosacea or something. I look like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. The songs, oh my gosh, they're so like addicting, and they just get stuck in your head, and you'll just be going around your house all day singing them because you see them on so many different videos, and then it just is very catchy and it gets stuck in your head. But I must say, people are so creative with their videos, and I'm trying to make more videos and still kind of getting used to it. I feel kind of like a dummy with it, which I think is normal when you have something new. So I'm still learning how to do things and make videos. Sometimes it seems like really complicated. Like, I know it can't be that bad, but sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, why does this seem so difficult? I guess it's because I'm a millennial. There's like this whole thing on there that like, oh, millennials are on the app or whatever, and it's for like Gen Zers or whatever. But I've seen so many funny videos from all ages. Like, people really come up with just like such creative stuff that just really makes you laugh. I've been really enjoying it, and it's easy to like spend time on there, and you're just like, oh my gosh, where did the time go? I just spent like a half hour watching silly TikTok videos. Okay, so I'm gonna take this Revlon Photo Ready Eye Art, and I've used this maybe like once before. There's this gold glitter on this side, and I'm just gonna put that right in the center. And then same for this eye. Just felt like doing something glittery today. Something fun. So has there been any shows that you guys have been watching when you're home? Like anything you're binge watching? Like for me, I had posted this on Twitter, but when there's like something going on or I have any sort of like anxiety, I get very nostalgic for older times. I think it's just because it takes me back to a simpler time, a safer place. Like, please tell me I'm not the only one who thinks like that. Like, I just like watching older movies. Like last night I watched an 80s movie that I had never seen before. It's called Girls Just Want to Have Fun. So if you have Prime, Amazon Prime, you can actually watch it on the Amazon Prime app. And it was so cute. It had Sarah Jessica Parker, Helen Hunt, and like little baby Shannon Doherty from 90210, Brenda, when she was like 12 years old. And it was so cute. It was a dancing movie, and I watched it 2 nights in a row because the first night I fell asleep. The second night I was like, okay, I really want to finish this. So highly recommend if you guys just want to be kind of transported back to the 80s and just have a fun little movie night. Take the Profusion, it's just like a crease brush, the one that didn't have the name, and I'm going to go into the outer V with this shade Outspoken, which is more of a deeper kind of brick red shade. This kind of reminds me a little bit of Modern Renaissance, or some of the shades in here remind me of Modern Renaissance. And I'm going to go right into this outer V and just pack it on and just draw a little V shape. And then blend it into the glitter. Yeah, so I've also been rewatching America's Next Top Model because that show is like one of my favorites, and I just was like, I feel so nostalgic right now. I just want to watch shows that are like things that I love and are just comforting to me. So let me know about you guys. What do you like to do? Do you like to watch like things that are familiar to you, or do you like to watch new shows? I know a lot of people have been talking about that show Tiger King, which I'm interested in watching, but then at the same time I don't like seeing anything that has like animal abuse in it, and I heard there was a bit because obviously it's like about animals, so that kind of freaked me out a little bit. Those things upset me, so that's why I was kind of avoiding watching that particular show. But I know a lot of people were like binge watching it and saying that they watched it in like a day, like good quarantine material. And then I'm gonna go in with my jumbo pencil and milk. Obviously I do this, I feel like, in every video. I feel just incomplete if I don't have an inner corner going on, like a bright white inner corner. I just feel like it makes it look so much better. I'm gonna go underneath my lower lash line with Outspoken. That shade we use in the outer V. And where that white ends is where I'm going to start this. Waterline, I'm going to use Pixie Eye Bright Liner. You can get this at Target, and I'm going to use this to just brighten up my waterline. And you will see this makes such a big difference. This isn't my favorite waterline liner. I think the Rimmel one is a lot better, the Kajal. Forgetting the name, but I love that one. This one is decent, but I feel like the Rimmel one's a bit cheaper and does a better job. Okay, so I have a new eyeliner I'm going to use. This is from Rimmel. This is their Wonder Ink eyeliner in black, and it says it has an ultimate precise tip. Use this to my upper liner today. So let's see how this is. Just going to follow the edge of my eyeshadow. And then fill it in. So personally, this is not my favorite kind of eyeliner. I like how long the tip of this is, but I like something that has more of that flexibleness to it, like the NYX, the Urban Decay Perversion eyeliner and the NYX, I'm forgetting the name of it, but I will show you guys that I prefer. It has like this very flexible tip. This is the Urban Decay one, and I just feel like it flows a little bit better. But I do like this one, the Wonder Ink eyeliner. I feel like it gave a nice black line, and I'm happy with the way that came out. I'm just gonna go ahead and do the other eye off camera so I don't take up too much time. I have a new mascara to try. I got this from Ulta maybe like a month ago. So this is Essence What the Fake Volumizing and Lengthening Mascara. It says it has volumizing fibers in it. So let's look at it. It has a really, really thick bottle compared to other mascaras. And this is what the wand looks like. Kind of gets fatter in the middle. One eye without any sort of primer and see what that looks like, and then we'll do the other eye with primer just as a test. Essence makes some of my favorite mascaras, so always have high hopes whenever I use one. First impression is that it's definitely not as good as the other ones that I've tried, like Lash Princess. Lashes of the Day. This is like one of my absolute favorite mascaras. I use the Rimmel Ultimate Boost Volume Primer. Nothing crazy. It's not like a super volumizing mascara by any means. I would say it's definitely more natural, which is not my favorite kind of look. The lashes that I'm going to use today are by Kiss. These are the Lash Couture Triple Push-Up Collection in Corset. So it says 3 designs in 1 strip. So I'm very curious how these are going to look. They're really full, so I feel like they're going to be super like heavy look. Use my Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive with these. And fun fact, the Kiss building where they make Kiss products is in the same area where I live, which is pretty cool. Apply these, so I'm just gonna go like this. I'm like still not a lash pro, I'm not gonna lie. Pop them on and say a prayer. Hope it comes out decent. And then I just use the end of the tweezer to make sure the fronts are stuck on. Alright guys, eyes are done for now. I will go back in later after we do our face and do my lower lash mascara. But for now, let's move on to foundation. So if you guys remember, I did a whole video on Revlon products and I used the brightening one in that video. So I didn't get a chance to use either of these. So these are the Prime Plus Photo Ready. We have Perfecting and Smoothing, and we have Mattifying and Pore Reducing. So today I'm going to try out, one has artichoke, salicylic acid, and AHA. So I'm going to try the mattifying one and see how it is. So this is basically like a primer that has skincare benefits in it. Ooh, it definitely has a stickiness to it. Okay, so I do feel like it gave a bit of a mattifying effect. I don't think it did too much for my pores. But I definitely do see more of the mattifying effect with it. Foundation, I'm going to go ahead and use this new Revlon Candid Glow Foundation. I have shade 320, which is probably going to be a little bit orangey on me, but we're going to just go with it. I tried the original Candid foundation in my Revlon video as well, and I really liked that one. So I'm going to use the Tati Beauty Blendiful for this side, and then if I don't like it, I'll just switch to something else, maybe like a sponge, but let's see. So I tend to stay away from like glowier foundations because I have oily skin, but let's see how this is. I actually like the way that the Blendiful is applying this so far. You guys hear Gizzy, he's making some cute little bird noises right now at the birds outside. Okay, the color is actually not bad, but it might oxidize. I actually like the way that that looks. I feel like it looks really nice and natural. It's not too glowy either. I saw a tweet that was funny. It said, I can confirm that not wearing makeup for 2 weeks does not clear up your skin, which I thought was really funny. I mean, it's not going to be this like super high coverage foundation, but these are more medium coverage. Kind of reminds me of the IT Cosmetics CC cream. I would say it might be a dupe for that. I'll use my Michael Todd brush, just like to put this on beforehand so I don't get it everywhere. This brush usually gives me good coverage, so let's see. I actually like the Blendiful side a little bit better, you guys. Another layer. This is a Sonic makeup brush, so basically it applies the foundation with micro sonic movements, so it like moves at 50,000 or something movements per second, so it applies your makeup smoother. That's kind of like the science behind it. Like this side, I don't know, it just doesn't look as nice of a coverage as the Blendiful side, so that's pretty surprising. Now I'm gonna go in with some concealer. I don't think I have a new concealer, so I'm just gonna use something that maybe I haven't used too much in the past. Here's the concealer I haven't used too much on camera, so I figured why not, I'll use this one. This is the Essence Camouflage Plus Matte Concealer. Now I don't remember this being like my absolute favorite by any means, but let's see if I try it again what I think. I will use my Blendiful. And I put on a pretty generous amount. It's also good, like if you don't love something the first time, try it with a different tool. So say I didn't like this at first with a sponge, maybe it will work better with the Tati Beauty Blender. So it's always good to try out different methods before giving up on something. I'm gonna go ahead and set it with my Pacifica Cherry Velvet Matte Translucent Powder, and I'm just gonna dip in here with the Blendiful and just pack on right over that. Okay, brows, I'm gonna use the Revlon Color Stay Brow Creator. This has this like little powder in here, which I totally forgot. So I don't know if I'm gonna use the powder, but I definitely like the pencil on the other side. So I just start right at the front and then I work my way in. And then I just like to fill in the front part first. Highlighter, I'm going to go in first with this dewy highlighter from Physicians Formula. This is the Organic Wear in, did I say it already? Dew Frost. It has jojoba oil. So I'm going to just use my finger, and this is going to be our base. It's like a pearly kind of color. I'm just gonna dab this on. It's really pretty. Go over that with this new highlighter I got from Revolution. This is Highlighter Reloaded in Just My Type. So I heard quite a few people talking about this, saying it was so nice. And the Tayla's one of her favorite videos, so I wanted to give this a try. So let's see. It has like this funky, like swirly pattern on it. I'm just gonna go over. That is definitely super pretty, especially layered over the Physicians Formula. Can you guys see that? Okay, so I have quite a few items here from Essence. So I have 3 of their palettes. I have the Pure Nude Highlighter palette, which is supposed to be like the same as their single. I don't think it's the same exact though as the single that we all love. Then we have the Pure Nude Sunlighter palette, which I will use as blush. Our Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder palette. So these 2 shades will work for me, and then these will work for deeper skin tones. So this is supposed to also be the same as their single Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder. It doesn't have a name, but it's this corner shade. In there, it's like more of a bronzy color. And this is definitely glowy, so if you're not prepared for some glow, this might not be for you. The highlighter we apply because it's so glowy. How pretty is that? I really like the way that looks. I don't have any of the Essence Sunlighter singles, but this is a great option if you want to try them out. And also these 2 shades would be really pretty on like a medium to deep skin tone for highlighter. Hopefully that shows up nice on camera, but it just gives the most beautiful like summer glow. Like I feel like this would be so nice. Just like if you're on vacation or at the beach or something. Really, really pretty. It does though accentuate my pores. Just note that because it is so glowy. Go into the Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder. I'm going to take this lighter one right here and just go right into the hollows of my cheekbones. I'm going to go around my forehead over here on the forehead. I started out with the deeper one the other day, and then I realized it was a little bit too deep, so I feel like this corner one is a good match. I really, 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 really like this bronzer. These don't have the coconut smell. No, they don't have the coconut smell like the original one. I'm just going to use this, I think it's Milani lip pencil. This is in All Natural. It's like a perfect natural lip liner. Lipstick, I'm going to go in with Revlon Matte Lustrous Lipstick in Candy Attic. So I used this one in my Revlon video, but I didn't wear it alone. This is like the perfect Barbie pink. Like, look at that. Oh my gosh, I love that color. Then I'm going to layer the e.l.f. Lip Plumping Gloss right on top of that. It's not going to be opaque. I think it's going to be neutral. Yeah, it's pretty neutral, which is nice. A little shine. I love that combo. Go ahead and spray my face. Revolution Fixing Spray in Vanilla and Coconut. This smells so good, you guys. The only downside though is it does have alcohol denatured, which stinks, but I still like it anyway because the scent is so unique. I do not have any setting spray like this. So I'm just going to put my hair back. Alright guys, so this is the completed look. I really love the way that this came out. I feel like the eyes are super fun. I was like kind of nervous with the glitter. I didn't know how it was going to look, but I think it came out really nice. And this palette is so awesome. If you guys can grab this one, it's so good. Definitely check that out. I also love the brushes from Profusion. So the Profusion brushes are awesome. Pore Reducing from Revlon. I feel like it didn't really do too much pore reducing, but I definitely could see the mattifying effects. But this is a little bit more on the pricey side. It's $13, so just kind of bear that in mind. This highlighter is so pretty. It's definitely going to be a new favorite. These guys are awesome. I really love these. The palettes from Essence, the matte bronzing, the sunlighter. I just love the way that the cheeks came out. It is super glowy, but I really like it. And then we have the highlighter palette, which unfortunately I didn't get to use today, but I have been using this. It's really pretty. If you like the Pure Nude highlighter, it's not the exact same formula, but it's more wet looking, which is not a bad thing. So these I really like. You can get those at Ulta. I will link all this stuff down below for you guys. Wait, I forgot this. The Revlon Candid Glow Foundation. I really enjoy this. I like the way that my skin looks. I feel like it's a good dupe for the IT Cosmetics CC cream. Definitely reminds me of that, like the coverage. I have a big cut on my finger. What on earth? So that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed my drugstore makeup tutorial. I hope you guys are staying safe and healthy. Stay inside. Let me know what other videos you guys want to see. So thank you so much for watching. Love you guys. Hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.